And welcome everyone. Gabe the Izzard right here in Van Buren, Arkansas. Today I am going on a train. 1 year ago today I was on a train, but it was a little train on a short 1 mile excursion in Eureka Springs. Today I'm in Van Buren and I am going on a 3-hour round trip to Winslow, Arkansas. And I'm going to be leaving from this train station right here. It's an excursion from the Arkansas-Missouri train line. And I've never done a train, so we're going to check it out together. Go ahead, tag along. I am in historic downtown Van Buren, here with the train station and the train tracks directly behind, of course. Some very beautiful buildings. And there is a trolley that runs here, which will be appearing in about 30 minutes. And I believe that I'm going to take a little ride on the trolley as well. Here we get the grand reveal of the downtown area. Right here, I'm going to take a short little jot of a walk down there. And there is a big historic plaque that gives a rundown of the main street, the heart of Van Buren. Go check it out. No downtown area is a downtown area without the gazebo. And these are the train tracks for which we will be traveling. And there is a mural over there. Crossing the brick walk path. There are quite a few available buildings with the historic front. This grand corner building. I don't know much about Van Buren. I do know it's right next to Fort Smith, very close to the Oklahoma-Arkansas border. It's been around for a good bit. There's actually a house here that you can tour. I forgot the name of it, but it was built in 1836, which is the same year that Arkansas became a state. Little stage there, some public restrooms. And like I say, some vacancies on the storefronts. Got some trendy items here. This magnificent red building is the Crawford County Bank. We are in Crawford County. You can see right across there the bridge, that railroad bridge that crosses the road. And then right across here, which says 1886 and 1905, which probably started in 1886 as a bank. But now it's called the Vault. It is a sports grill. There's the trolley I'm going to be hopping on. And right next to the Crawford County Bank is the Citizens Bank, 1886. Quite a few antique and vintage stores all along here, which kind of fit the scenery. It's 9:20 in the morning, and there's only a handful of them open. I think the town doesn't really start going until about 10. This is interesting. The Box Arcade, $10 admission. They have video games down here. Wondering if you pay $10 and you get to come in and just play video games. And they have some Atari games over here. Old school Atari. I remember playing on an Atari like that. Of course, and I remember these. And then this is the one that I played on mostly. This one. So they have speakers here that the city of Van Buren actually broadcast throughout the downtown. So it's their own music, and they create their own vibe here. And I gotta say, that's some pretty cool tile work right there. Which in this looks like a old bar or soda fountain. I just realized all you were doing was seeing me. Some cool houses up on the hill there. One cool thing about old towns is the streets were primarily made of brick, and the brick is being exposed right here, popping through the asphalt. And then, of course, prime advertising. I can't quite make it out, but advertising on the walls. Oh, look. This was the Anheuser-Busch building. This is interesting. The Arkansas Ghost Hunters of Crawford County Paranormal Investigations. And then they have the Ghostbusters logo. Coming down to the end of the kind of commercial district. Railroad tracks are right up there. Brick buildings. And an escape room. But all you have to do is travel 2 blocks this way and you can go to Sonic. Keep on moving. This building has Rhodes Chevrolet Company on it, which would have probably been original, but now it's a law firm. It's nice that they kind of kept the historic look of the building, and even like where a roll-up door could have been. And then right here is this is the circuit clerk there, so I'm assuming that this is the courthouse. Get up a little bit closer and check it out. So this was built in 1910 and 1911 by Fort Smith and Van Buren District Commissioners. And right in front of it is a Confederate statue put here by the Daughters of the Confederacy, which they put a lot of these out. It says 1899 on it right there. Dedicated to the beloved Confederate dead of Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana, Missouri, and Indian Territory. There's the building right there. I've been to America's largest sundial in Paradise, Arizona. This quite possibly could be one of the smallest ones, but it's broken. So I don't know how accurate the time would be. Here on the grounds is the Albert Pike Schoolhouse. Albert Pike was a Mason and also a distinguished person of Arkansas history, having buildings and memorials in Little Rock and Hot Springs, and obviously Van Buren. But there it is, small little schoolhouse. They didn't have those kind of lights back then. They just opened the windows. More old school rectangle buildings along with these. And as you see, these windows in most buildings now, they're all boarded up or bricked up. And that's just about anywhere you go. I really wish that they could be utilized more. The Arkansas River is just over there. Here's the revenue office. When was the last time a car like that was registered? It's probably been a while. And then there's this magnificent house up on the hill with a stairway leading up. Nice. And this is the Shibley and Wood building. It has the arches and the windows. All right, I'm gonna make my way back to the other side of Main Street and see if I can't catch this trolley. Go Hogs. Love these tiled floors. The H.P. King Opera House right here. Pretty cool. There's some of those arched windows that have new windows put in them. Made it.
The town, we have a lot of new growth. Matter of fact, all this Main Street, all these buildings up and down here that we see are going to date from the 1880s to early 1900s. So they reflect the time period of, the growth. Having to ride with the railroad, it's all stations and stuff. And then to the right of that, haunting King Opera House. And one day I had a lady that rode the trolley that when she was younger, she worked at the King Opera House. Only when we were young, going there after it became theater, it was called Bob Burns Theater. Bob Burns is a man that grew up locally and made it in a Presbyterian church. And that dates back to the 1800s. Along with his church. There's the old abutment down there. But kind of a neat thing about this old bridge when it was built, it was a truss span style bridge, just like that old railroad bridge. And it had two trolley lines. Well, the trolley lines, for 5 years, they come down here to summer and make it. That's cool.
This is a mural made by high school students in the early 80s. This is the original site of the original town of Van Buren, which is named after the Secretary of State at the time, Martin Van Buren, which later became the President of the United States. This one old tree right there before it was cut off. That was a pretty cool deal. We got to get on the trolley. He gave us lots of informative information. Now, I'm gonna go grab the tickets and get some coffee at Chapters on Main. Wait for the train to get here. Tickets in hand, getting a meal on the train, which will be a Caesar salad and with chicken. We are in the Explorer Premium. Basically, I paid $75 a piece for these tickets. They range from $50 to $95, so I kind of got the mid-range. Like I say, it does come with a meal, and it's a table for two. So we'll see what it looks like. I'm gonna go get some coffee. The next shot's gonna be of the train. Had to just show where this coffee shop is. It's located in a bookstore with all kinds of articles. In the downstairs section, basement. I'm getting these serious Ghostbuster vibes. No normal human would stack books this way.
I'm not sure, like, I guess city, is that gonna be zoom? And out rows. Really magnificent.
This is cool.
Eddie.
There in the distance, you can see the train is arriving. It was blowing its horn. The light is shining. And we will be boarding shortly. They're going to switch the sides that the engine is on. They're going detached, switching the tracks right there, and they'll go around to the front and reattach. Nothing says a train stopped like a stray dog. The train has arrived. There's multiple cars. We are on this car, 107, which is the front car leaving the station. Will stop in Winslow. They'll switch the trains around, the engine to the other side, and then we will be the back end. That's a dome that you can sit in. Welcome aboard. Thank you. Welcome aboard. That's the dome section.
Hi guys.
Hi there.
Let me get through here. Which car are y'all on? This
107.
107? All the way through.
There's the little restroom. Through here. She's got them. 15. Well, we're on the train, but we boarded a little too soon. We were supposed to wait, and we didn't. Oh well, we're here. Got my coffee, my sunglasses, and a little flower arrangement. We're leaving, they're waving. Goodbye. And we are off. This is going to give us a little bit of a taste of, do we want to ride on an Amtrak from Chicago to San Francisco? That's our test right now. This is a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour.
Hello everybody.
We're going to see if we can do this.
In the event you're not happy with your excursion today, the service, the food, we do have 2 exits on board. We do have 2 exits on board. One on each end of the car. Platform on the very end down here. Once we get up to Winslow, when we start back, I will open that door up and you're more than welcome to ride part of the way back out on the platform. The only thing we ask is that hold on to your cameras. If your cameras go overboard, there's no stopping going back and getting them. Okay.
He did announce that we'll be able to ride back here on the way back, but we are right here at the engine. It's a very interesting perspective going backwards. Now the wife is going frontwards, but I am going backwards. I'm seeing where we've been.
And there's the cow. See the cows laying down? You know what you call those? Arkansas, because the owner of the land, his name was George Rudy.
This This is the Caesar salad that they got, and I've already eaten the chicken out of it, but this is a salad. Cows don't like the horn. They're all looking at us. Hey, cow.
Take all this Moon River. Once they get it done.
Crossing under I-49, just north of Alma.
We did get some rain. We got some rain last night. After last third. Get ready. Here we go. Off to our left. Here on your right. Room number 4, they say now is haunted, if you believe that kind of thing. They're turning this into a bed and breakfast. It has 17 rooms, but they have evidence now that it's actually not only the spirit up there, they now have a restroom. In the interstate system here in Arkansas, it's 180 feet from the very top down to the top of the rails. There's no documentation, but one of those truck robbers may have been just doing. What was you used to rob banks and that? I probably remember that back in the 30s and 40s. You're right. Arkansas Missouri Railroad takes care of the race. Right here's that dead tree. If you look real close, you see the wires right there.
Sure enough. Wait for your Stand By Me moment.
I'll point out those platforms. Also, at the end of this tunnel, on the left-hand side, way down, we see some of one of your original telegraph poles. There's one platform. Okay, look down. You see the telephone pole? That telephone pole's been there for over 100 years.
This trestle had a cameo in the movie Biloxi Blues. They filmed the steam engine going over this. We are 125 feet over the bottom. About to go through a 1,700 foot tunnel. The lights are off in the cabin, so we're gonna see how dark this actually gets. Now we're entering the tunnel.
Here we go.
move
Yeah, I think that the porta potty is used for
engine
the overflow
to the
jail.
back,
So
and
the
it'll become
aid.
the front, and then we will be heading back. They've disconnected the train, and they are leaving without us. Just like that. Train kept a rolling all night long. Train kept a rolling all night long. Train kept a rolling all night long. I'm in heat, I'm in love. I just can't get enough. Ooh, train kept a rolling all night long. A train kept a rolling all night. And this is it. We are about to pull back into the station. This was a very cool trip to do. It cost $75 a person. We got a good lunch. They sell snacks, which for $1 a piece. Had one of those. It was a little dry, not gonna lie. But we got to ride out on the back. We got to see some cool things. I would definitely say come to Van Buren. Do the Arkansas, Missouri train expedition to Winslow. They also do one from Springdale to Van Buren, back to Springdale. If you're in Springdale, do that one. Other than that, I think it's a pretty cool deal. Thanks for watching. Glad you made it this far. There's some cows. There's lots of cows on this trip. Thanks for tagging along. I'll see you on the next one. Later. Rain on a train.